What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video we're gonna be working on the old Plymouth. Let's get after it. All right, everybody, so what we're gonna start with is we're gonna get the front seats out, rear seats out. We're gonna do a good cleanup and do some kind of patch on the floor pans. Try to at least seal these holes up. I got some license plates, I got some whole metal. No, it ain't the right way to do it. Buy floor pans and do it. We're not doing that right now. Maybe down the line we will, but we just need to have the thing looking a little bit better. Maybe get it drivable. Still got put a valve stem in that one. Got to put a valve stem in that one. Get rid of the couple flat tires. We need to address the starting issues. Need to adjust the points pretty much. Get the points adjusted. We'll get the old battery charged up. Look at that corrosion right there. So let's get after it. All right, everybody, I got the front and back seats out of it. We'll show you what it looks like. And there's the passenger side. Pretty much non-existent. Back floorboard. There's a rust starting to happen underneath the seat. There's a hole right there underneath where the seat goes. This floor pan don't look real great, but it is solid. The back floor pan. And the driver's side floor pan. So right now what we're gonna do, we gotta get this one seat belt. We're gonna get some of this stuff that's hanging and dangling, try to clean it. We're just basically gonna clean the crap out of this thing. And then we're gonna do some down and dirty patching. I know it ain't the right way to fix it. I should get floor pan and fix it right, but I'm not gonna do that. I just want the car to be mobile and not have free air conditioning. So I'll get back at you when I got some other stuff done. All right, so one of the first things we did is we pulled out the distributor. We got it in the garage, and we're gonna adjust the points. Right now, we did have the battery on charge, and it keeps telling me that it's full, but we didn't have no good connection. Couldn't get it to turn over, and so we went to take the cable ends off, and this was the one that was corroded, which as you can see, it broke. This one don't look much better, which I had these in the garage, so I think we'll use that one. Use that one for the ground. We got to cut that one off. So let me get these replaced, clean up the terminals, put the battery charger back on it, and let's see if we can get this thing to even turn over where it's at. Actually, we had to put the distributor back in first, but let's get this done. We'll adjust the points, put the distributor back in, see if she'll turn over, and we'll keep going from there. All right, so we got the distributor in here. You see, she's a little fella. Even got a plastic gear on the bottom of it. I don't know if you can see if we can get it. There's a point contact right there. It's supposed to be 20 thousandths. So what I'm looking at, like quite a bit more than 20 thousandths. So what we're gonna do is just undo this screw, put our 20 thousandths in there, spin it around to where it's opened up, and do it right then. Tighten it back off, and she should be good. So I'll do that real quick, and we'll get this thing stabbed back in the car. All right, so we got the points adjusted, and before I took the distributor out, if you can see it, I put a mark right there, and that's going to mark off where that mark is right there. Basically, all we got to do is get it to go back in there, and when it sits down in the gear to the other gear, it's going to be somewhere in there. If it's off this much, then we're off down here. So let's get this thing stabbed in here and yeah, I went ahead and took care of the battery cable ends. Got both of them on there. Battery charger is still telling me full. So we'll get this distributor stab back in there, hooked up, and we'll see if this thing can turn over. So we got the distributor stab back in there, which is just put it back in there. It's got one bolt in there that holds the little flange to it, and then once you get the timing set, you lock that off. Put the cap back on, put the couple spark plug wires back on that I took off, run the little hot wire to the coil, hook up the vacuum advance hose to the distributor. Like I said a minute ago, we got the battery cables ends buttoned up, and she's still saying that we're on float, meaning that the battery's full. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing even turn over. See if she'll turn over. See what the gauge does. Well, that's a one good sign, ain't it? Let's throw some gas down its throat and see if she might start up. A little bit down in there. It went everywhere. Well, she hit just a little lick, but I don't know. Okay, so got the back seat in here. This is the bottom part of the seat, and this is the back part of the back seat. What we got some Spanish blankets. I only got 3 of them. They don't all match each other. And I think what we're gonna do, and this here is the front seat, and with these seats did not even come with the car. They should be somewhat of that color right there. But I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna take one of these blankets and we're gonna cut some of this off so you don't feel it through the blanket. We're gonna cover the bottom seat. We're gonna cover the back part of the back seat. We're gonna not cover this one since we don't have a blanket. We're just gonna, it's not real bad anyway. So we'll clean this one up, and then far as the split bench part of it, we'll probably just drape one over and just let it be like that. But anything's an improvement. So what we've been working on, which I could have ordered them, it's no big deal, but cheap and free is cheap and free. So we're making some hog ring pliers. You don't need no hog ring pliers, and don't need no hog ring pliers, and don't need no hog rings when you can make them yourself. So we'll get set up, and we'll probably do this one first, and then we'll clean that one up, and then we're gonna take the two back parts of that seat off of it, clean this one up some, put the cover over it, and we're just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna stretch these blankets over it, hog ring it to the back, and make it look somewhat a whole lot, or it won't be somewhat better, it'll be a whole lot better. But let's get after it. We did so far was we went ahead and removed the duct tape that was holding it. This is the top part of the back part of the seat. Went ahead and removed that. Went ahead and just cut this piece out. We're not going to remove the whole cover. We just wanted to get the stuff that was actually, all hardened and sticking up like that, so it would actually push through on the blanket that we're going to cover over it. And we took and scrubbed it down real good. And so I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this blanket here for this one, and then like I said, we're not gonna cover the bottom part, and then we'll use this one for the back of the front seat, and then the other one that's a different color blue, which really got any blue in it, but so we'll get started on this. And we're basically just gonna get it where we want it, get it on there where we want it, We're gonna wrap it and hog tie it. I mean, not hog tie, but hog ring it on there, and we'll do the bottom. We'll do the bottom first, since this is pretty much staying on there. And then we want to pull all this. We'll be able to pull this back to the frame a little bit once we stretch the material over. So we'll get back at you after we get some of it done. Okay, so here's one seat covered. Look perfect? No. Well, they're going for perfect? No. We just need something to look better than what was. And that looks 100 times better than what it was. So like I said, I'll get that bottom part of that cleaned up and it'll look fine, and then I'll have that sitting over top of it. We'll do the base of that one. Drop one over that. And once we get some floors and the floors patched in the Plymouth, we'll be able to stab these back in here, and it'll just dramatically improve the looks of it. So let me get back at you after I got something else done.